my name is Stuart Bartmans with Arizona State University. Today we'll be looking at the skills and characteristics of enterprise systems managers and business process owners.
The agenda for today is looking at the characteristics of enterprise system leaders, characteristics of process owners, the similarities between the two, a few comments of myself, and questions and references. The characteristics of enterprise system leaders are, first of all, understanding the business process. Before any enterprise system can be implemented, the leader must understand the process being addressed and how most effectively to use an enterprise system to address that issue. Secondly, there are the project management and task management skills an enterprise leader would need. This would be considered the field of vision. Next, there's the sixth sense, and this would be for addressing any issues that come up, always asking questions and being aware of any problems that might be around the corner. Courage to broker correct decisions is a matter of finding out which decisions to make and who to talk to. The next two, diplomatic and authoritative, refers to, again, making decisions. The ability to manage to key stakeholders is the ability to influence people and to be able to talk to all the myriad of stakeholders involved with a project. And lastly, never be complacent. Next, moving on to process owners. Obviously, they need authority and ownership of the process that they've been given accountability for. They also need to be able to influence the organization, negotiate with all levels of the organization, and be able to solve problems in a collaborative way. In many cases, the process owner may not be the direct supervisor or inline manager, so I think in all 3 or 4 of these, they need to be able to work with all levels of the organization and all key stakeholders. Having looked briefly at the characteristics for both enterprise system leaders and process owners, what are some of the similarities we see? I think number one, it's understanding the process being addressed and having the authority to make decisions affecting that process, whether it be through an enterprise system or just a new business process in general. Next, it's demonstrating project management and leadership skills to lead and or coach a diverse team. Thirdly, it's the ability to influence and negotiate with stakeholders at all levels of the organization. Problem solving with this sixth sense impacts both roles as well. It's being able to ask the questions that are going to impact that process and seeing things that others might not that will affect that process. And lastly, permanent and full-time. And what I'm saying here is that both these roles are permanent and full-time roles. Nobody can be a part-time enterprise system leader or business process owner and do it effectively. Lastly, 3 more comments regarding business owners and enterprise system leaders. They both have a large amount of accountability. Obviously, business process owners will be responsible for a key corporate process, and enterprise system leaders are responsible for a enterprise system implementation, which could be tens of thousands to hundreds of millions of dollars. So there's a large accountability factor in both roles. Next, technology agnostic mindset. In the lectures and readings, there's never a specific technology mentioned that a business process owner or enterprise system leader needs to be responsible for. It's really more around the process itself versus the technology or application being used. And lastly, it's ineffective leadership. An ineffective leader in both the business process owner and enterprise system leader role creates a lot more issues than the issues themselves. And what I mean by that, it's bad project management, not being able to lead people, not being able to influence stakeholders in the organization. So that ineffective leadership in those roles is a lot more detrimental than the issue themselves. Hope everybody's enjoyed this presentation. 2 questions that I have are, what characteristics do you believe are most important for an enterprise system leader? And number 2, do you believe that the characteristics of successful enterprise system leaders allow them to transfer to be process owners, and vice versa? Thanks so much for your time.